So I almost made it to Sunday. And I say that because I almost made it to another week before this dimwit, Mark Levine, said something else stupid. But it's Saturday, and the stupidity has arisen once again. So let's watch this stupid attack that he makes on Dr. Anthony Fauci, and then let's talk about it. Roll the clip.
If the history books are ever written objectively, Dr. Anthony Fauci will be viewed as a complete and utter disaster. And he will be viewed as somebody who has a very wide and deep autocratic vein in his body. And the reason is they keep blaming the president for 240,000 deaths or so. The president followed Fauci. Fauci's been all over TV. May I say, he is a media whore. That's right. That's right. Sometimes I wonder, what does he do every day? I mean, he's in studios day in and day out, radio day in and day out. You're the infectious disease guy. And all he gets on there and all he does is talk about politics. He goes on shows where he knows he's going to be asked political questions to trash the president or trash colleagues he disagrees with. And all he's ever said is wear a mask and socially distance. Wear a mask and socially distance. How many degrees do you need for that? This vaccine or these vaccines are being developed have nothing to do with him. The therapeutics being developed have nothing to do with him. Maybe his office will take a look at it or so forth, but he hasn't moved the ball 1 inch. But they like him because, number one, he demands autocratic solutions. And number two, it's clear that he likes the Democrats and he wanted Biden. To me, that's quite obvious. In fact, it's beyond obvious.
Okay, so where do I start? Let's start with him calling Dr. Anthony Fauci an autocrat. Dr. Anthony Fauci loves autocratic solutions. So it's the age-old, stupid Republican argument of small government for the sake of small government. Look, I don't support government intervention in things where they aren't needed. Like, for instance, smoking marijuana. The government should not tell me if I need to smoke marijuana. But if there's a global pandemic and the government is telling you to wear a fucking mask and to stand 6 feet apart in public spaces for the betterment of people and it's saving lives. Oh, no, small government. We need small government. It doesn't matter if we can save hundreds of thousands of lives. Small government. You can't just have small government for no reason, number one. Number two, Dr. Anthony Fauci's not a politician. He's just not. He's saying, oh, Fauci, they love him because he's autocratic and supports Democrats. And he always says he didn't want Trump. He wanted Biden. I think it's clear as day. And he goes on networks that will ask him political questions. All networks ask political questions. Look, Dr. Anthony Fauci goes out of his way not to get politically involved in things. He doesn't talk about politics. Every time they ask him a political question, he says, well, I'm not a politician, I'm a doctor. And I'm only here to promote, public health. Literally any interview, like you could make a compilation of the times where Dr. Anthony Fauci says he doesn't want to get involved in politics, number one. Number two, stop lying and saying he only goes on outlets that support Democrats. He's been on MSNBC and CNN, of course, but he's also been on Fox News countless times. So the idea that Fauci will only interview with Democratic networks because he loves Democrats is ridiculous. And he loves Trump. He loves Biden so much and he hates Donald Trump. So you're saying, all right, he has never come out and gave a political position. I don't even think the political party he's registered with, if he's registered at all, is even available. He served in 5 administrations. 2 of them, I think, being Democratic, 3 of them being Republican, and now he'll serve in 6 because he'll serve under Joe Biden. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, you're trying to make it like promoting public... you know what? Some of these far-right guys are so stupid, they think promoting public health is partisan. Like, Mark Levine is the premier example of one of those people who's like, oh, wear a mask. I don't have to wear a mask. Show your support for Donald Trump by not wearing a mask. Like, as if wearing a mask is a political statement. So stupid. Oh, and he contradicts himself. Because what did he say? He said, well, they're blaming Trump for this coronavirus. But Trump has followed Fauci. So if the history books are written objectively, Fauci will be a total failure. You just said that he's autocratic and loves Democrats, and now you're saying that Donald Trump is following Fauci? So if Donald Trump's following an autocratic Democrat lover, shouldn't you be critiquing him? Because Democrats bad, right? Blue bad, red good. Vote red. So if he's following an autocratic Democrat, as you're suggesting, shouldn't you be criticizing him? Oh no, but Donnie can do no wrong. You see, people like Mark Levine, they're just suckers, man. You're a sucker. You're a Trump sycophant. You love Trump. You kiss the rag that he washes his ass with in the morning, every single day, whether it's on Fox, whether it's on The Blaze, and it's time to call this what it is, man. Some of these people are just stupid. Like, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of educated conservative pundits, right? Like, Chris Wallace. Chris Wallace is very smart. I don't always agree with everything that he says, but he's definitely educated, and to